Hello Godzilla fans, what's going on? It's the Poster64 and I am back here with another series I like to do about, these are comparative reviews, and today I'll be reviewing two different variations of Godzilla 2014. Up first we have the NECA version, the NECA 6-inch, up against the SH MonsterArts version. So these are obviously two very, very amazing figures. I probably couldn't say enough positive things about either of them. They're both very, very phenomenal. But I do believe there's an obvious standout winner, and unfortunately for NECA, overall, the SH MonsterArts version takes the cake. I will give NECA a lot of great points. They have the face sculpt. I actually think the face sculpt on NECA might be slightly better. The eyes look very much better on the NECA version. Over here, the teeth I think are better on NECA. Maybe this guy seems to have a few too many, and they're weirdly angled, especially this big back one. But a lot of great things to say about both these figures. Detail is phenomenal on both of them. Let's take a look at spines real quick. These spines on the SH MonsterArts are really stiff and pointy and sharp, actually. These ones are a little more rubbery, bendy. These ones obviously have superior detail over here on SH MonsterArts. Detail is pretty much superior everywhere on the SH MonsterArts. He also wins on articulation, just because the SH MonsterArts are so very articulate. Like this, just you can move, the parts of this these body parts so easily, so much, so many different points of articulation, even on the tail alone. I could sit here and do this for hours. One problem at the SH MonsterArts, look at that, you close his jaw, you get this little sideways jaw going. So you kind of have to move it back, but if you just kind of push it closed. He does look very good front on, I will say that. Both of these figures look very good front on. The eyes on NECA are just, I think, a little better, in my opinion. Detail on the front body section is a little better on SH MonsterArts. It has some better detail and kind of scale texture. But look at this. You do see, let me see if I can get these arms out of the way. You can easily tell about, you easily see these pieces kind of overlapping each other. Whereas on NECA, you just get the two pieces that have a pretty clean overlap here. NECA only has one knee joint, but it looks very flawless. You can barely tell it's there. Here we have two kind of knee joints, but it's also a very obvious joint there on the SH MonsterArts. Sizing, they're basically both identical, both basically about coming in at 6 inches or so. Tail length, if you end up straightening out NECA's tail, pretty much the same there also. Big difference on the tails being SH MonsterArts is fully articulate up to the end, and SH MonsterArts only has a few points of articulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4-ish, and then the second half of tail is just the wire thing that NECA loves to do. No, not a huge bad thing, just SH MonsterArts does it much better. But then moving on to our next point is pricing. I got this SH MonsterArts figure on a huge sale, saving about $20+, so I got him for about 45-ish. But his usual price is 60+. Whereas NECA, you can get NECA for a solid 20 or so. So that's a huge, huge difference there. This guy costing 2 to 3, maybe even more times much money. That was really bad English. But this guy being significantly more expensive than the NECA. Also, this guy's, the SH MonsterArts, his feet look a lot better. His toes kind of have a little bit of spread to them, whereas this guy's just kind of fall flat down. Movie accuracy is kind of here and there on the feet, just because it doesn't help that his feet were so weird in the movie also. But both of these figures, so many positive things to say about them. Really great figures. If you look in the mouth, actually, NECA has the tongue kind of floating in the middle of his mouth, whereas here this tongue's pressed flat down. not a complaint either way, just an observation. But overall, SH MonsterArts does take the cake here, but their pricing is much more expensive. I do think it's worth it. Both these figures are well worth their pricing. Another thing, look at that. You can spread his legs so wide, and it still has texture. You know, you can stick them in. Boom. I really like that. So yeah, SH MonsterArts would take the cake, but he also is probably about 3 times more expensive. But it's very difficult to beat the SH MonsterArts feel. I do love this figure too. Very, very close, I think, to me. But it's really just the detail on the scales, the texture, and then the articulation that puts this guy over the top and gives him the win. But we're comparing 2 really great figures here. Let's take a quick look at packaging. Here's SH MonsterArts. Just kind of a standard, or not SH, sorry, this is the NECA, just a standard NECA box. Standard SH MonsterArts box, but SH MonsterArts boxes are much better, I think. They got this cool thing, they got the swipe marks at the top. Lots of awesome pictures of the posability of this figure. Really cool stuff. So I've said this about 5 times, but 2 amazing figures. I love them both. Couldn't say enough positive things about them. But the SH MonsterArts is a little bit better. So thanks for sticking around for this comparative review. Go ahead and check out my NECA figure review on the channel, and stay tuned for the review on the SH MonsterArts figure. I'll be hopefully putting that up soon. I want to get a couple more SH MonsterArts figures for you, but you can go check out his unboxing video for sure. So stick around, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and yeah, thank you very much for watching this comparative review, NECA SH MonsterArts. Thanks, we'll see you later.